In the vast blue expanse of our planet's oceans, there are countless wonders. Some are as large as mountains, while others are so small they are almost invisible. Among these treasures is a truly remarkable creature, a quiet traveler of the warm sunlit waters. This is the Hawksbill sea turtle. It is an animal of ancient lineage, a reptile that has navigated the world's seas for millions of years. It glides through the water with a grace that seems to defy time itself, a living link to a prehistoric world that existed long before our own. Its journey is one of survival, beauty, and quiet importance, a story written in the currents of the ocean. These turtles are not like the other great sea turtles that roam the open ocean. While others might journey across entire ocean basins, the hawksbill often prefers to stay closer to the shore. It is a creature of the coastal world, finding its home amongst the vibrant and complex ecosystems of coral reefs, rocky outcrops, and sheltered mangrove estuaries. Here, in these underwater cities teeming with life, the hawksbill plays its part. It is a shy and often solitary animal, seeking out the hidden nooks and crannies of its environment. Observing one in its natural habitat is a truly special experience, a glimpse into a secret and delicate world that we are only just beginning to fully understand. The name hawksbill comes from its most distinctive feature, its narrow, pointed head and beak. This beak is not just for show. It is a specialized tool, perfectly shaped for reaching into the small crevices of coral reefs to find food. It looks remarkably like the beak of a hawk, a bird of prey, which is how this gentle marine reptile earned its rather fierce-sounding name. This unique feature sets it apart from all other sea turtles, making it easily recognizable to those who know what to look for. It is a testament to the power of evolution, a perfect adaptation for a very specific way of life in a very specific corner of the marine world. For centuries, these turtles have been a source of fascination for humans. Their shells, with their stunning patterns of amber, gold, and brown, have been admired and sought after. But the true beauty of the hawksbill lies not in its shell, but in its existence as a wild and free creature of the sea. It represents the intricate and often fragile balance of life in our oceans. To understand the hawksbill is to understand the health of the coral reefs it calls home. Its story is intertwined with the story of the ocean itself, a narrative of resilience, vulnerability, and the profound connection that links all living things on our extraordinary blue planet. The hawksbill sea turtle is a living work of art. Its most famous feature is its carapace or upper shell. This shell is not a single, solid color, but a breathtaking mosaic of overlapping scales, known as scutes. These scutes radiate with a beautiful tortoiseshell pattern, a stunning blend of amber, yellow, orange, brown, and black. Each turtle has its own unique pattern, like a fingerprint, making it a distinct individual. The shell's serrated, almost saw-like edge along its back is another key characteristic. This magnificent shell, while beautiful, has tragically been the primary reason for the turtle's decline, as it has been highly prized for decorative objects and jewelry. These turtles are not particularly large compared to some of their relatives, like the giant leatherback. An adult hawksbill typically weighs between 45 and 90 kilograms, which is about the size of a large dog. Their shell usually measures between 60 to 90 centimeters in length. They have powerful flippers that propel them through the water with effortless grace, allowing them to navigate the intricate mazes of the coral reef with precision. Their sharp, hawk-like beak is the perfect tool for their specialized diet, enabling them to delicately pick out their preferred food from tight spaces where other animals cannot reach, a key to their survival in a competitive environment. Hawksbill turtles are found in the tropical and subtropical waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. They are truly global citizens, but they have a very specific preference for their homes. They are inextricably linked to the health of coral reefs. These underwater rainforests provide the turtles with both food and shelter. The complex structures of the coral offer countless hiding places from predators, such as sharks. The reefs are also where they find their primary food source. From the Caribbean Sea to the Great Barrier Reef in Australia and across the vast Indonesian archipelago, the presence of hawksbill signals a healthy and thriving reef ecosystem. The life of a hawksbill is a long and mysterious journey. After hatching from eggs buried on sandy beaches, the tiny hatchlings face a perilous race to the sea. They spend their early years, often called the lost years, in the open ocean, floating amongst seaweed mats and drifting with the currents. As they mature, they move into their coastal feeding grounds, the coral reefs and shallow lagoons. Females will return, sometimes after decades, to the very same beaches where they were born to lay their own eggs, continuing a cycle that is as ancient as the oceans themselves. It is a life of instinct, endurance, and remarkable navigation across vast distances. The hawksbill turtle is far more than just a beautiful resident of the reef. It is a crucial engineer of this underwater world. Its role is vital for maintaining the health and balance of the entire ecosystem. The hawksbill has a very particular diet, feeding primarily on sea sponges. Many of these sponges are fast-growing and, if left unchecked, can completely overgrow the slow-growing corals. When the sponges dominate, they smother the corals, blocking them from receiving the sunlight they need to survive. This can lead to the decline and eventual death of the reef, turning a vibrant city of life into a desolate underwater wasteland. By feeding on these sponges, the hawksbill acts as a natural manager of the reef. It clears space for corals to grow and thrive. This selective grazing is a form of biological control that is essential for coral reef biodiversity. It allows a wider variety of corals to establish themselves, creating a more complex and resilient habitat for thousands of other species, from tiny fish to larger predators. In this way, the hawksbill is not just a consumer, it is a creator of opportunity, an architect that helps to build and maintain the very structure of its home. The health of the reef is directly connected to the presence of these remarkable turtles. The importance of the hawksbill extends beyond its role as a sponge eater. The turtles help to maintain the complex food web of the reef. The eggs they lay on beaches provide a vital source of nutrients for coastal vegetation and food for other animals. Even the turtle itself is part of this web. By moving between different areas, they can also help transport nutrients. Their actions, seemingly small on their own, have a ripple effect throughout the ecosystem. The removal of such a key species, an animal that has co-evolved with its environment for millions of years, can have unforeseen and devastating consequences for the entire marine community. When we see a healthy coral reef, bursting with color and teeming with fish, we are seeing a system in balance. The hawksbill turtle is an indispensable part of that balance. It is what ecologists call a keystone species, meaning that its role is disproportionately large relative to its abundance. Just as the keystone at the top of an arch holds all the other stones in place, the hawksbill helps to hold the entire reef ecosystem together. Its disappearance would cause the arch to crumble. Protecting the hawksbill is therefore not just about saving one species. It is about protecting the integrity and future of one of the planet's most vital and beautiful habitats. Despite their ancient lineage and critical importance, hawksbill sea turtles face an uncertain future. They are now listed as critically endangered, which means they are at an extremely high risk of extinction in the wild. The single greatest threat throughout history has been the trade of their beautiful shells, known as beko in some parts of the world. For centuries, these turtles were hunted relentlessly for their carapaces, which were crafted into jewelry, combs, and other decorative items. Although this trade is now illegal in most countries, a persistent black market continues to drive poaching, putting immense pressure on the remaining populations around the globe. Beyond the direct threat of poaching, hawksbills face a multitude of dangers created by human activity. Their nesting beaches are disappearing due to coastal development, with hotels, roads, and artificial lighting disrupting the natural environment. The bright lights from buildings can disorient female turtles looking for a place to nest and can confuse hatchlings, causing them to crawl inland instead of towards the sea. In the water, they are threatened by plastic pollution, which they can mistake for food, and by getting accidentally caught in fishing nets and lines, a problem known as bycatch. These combined pressures make survival a daily struggle for this fragile species. Climate change presents yet another profound threat. Rising sea levels can flood and erode the sandy beaches that hawksbills depend on for nesting, washing away their precious eggs. Warmer sand temperatures also affect the turtles in a strange and significant way. The temperature of the sand determines the sex of the hatchlings. Warmer nests produce more females, while cooler nests produce more males. As global temperatures rise, there is a serious risk that nesting beaches will produce mostly or only females. This could create a severe imbalance in populations, making it increasingly difficult for turtles to find mates and reproduce in the future. Yet, even in the face of these immense challenges, there is hope. Around the world, dedicated people are working tirelessly to protect these magnificent creatures. Conservation groups and local communities are patrolling nesting beaches to protect eggs from poachers and predators. Scientists are studying their migration patterns to better understand and protect their habitats. Efforts to reduce plastic pollution and promote sustainable fishing practices are helping to make the ocean safer. We can all play a part. By refusing to buy tortoiseshell products, reducing our use of single-use plastics, and supporting organizations that protect marine life, we can contribute to their survival. The fate of the Hawksbill sea turtle is in our hands. It is a reflection of our relationship with the natural world and a test of our will to preserve the wonders of our planet for the generations to come.